Yes, so good evening, my people. Thank you for joining me again tonight on this show, the Jagbanjatis. Thank you for connecting wherever you're joining from. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, ẹ káalẹ́ níbikíbi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ mi. It's a pleasure to have you again on this show with me. Jagbanjatis Show, and I'm your regular host, Akin. This show is brought to you live by Yeti's Kitchen, the best Afro-British restaurant in the UK. As you're connecting, please help me share this program on your platforms. Help me share this on your page. Help me invite somebody to invite somebody to invite somebody to invite somebody. Let me saw the MMM. Let's saw it to the MMM. Let somebody invite somebody, and let the somebody invite another somebody, and another somebody invite another somebody. Jesus baby. Okay. Thanks for connecting tonight, my sister. I saw your missed call. I missed your call. It's been a very hectic day for me. I thought I'll be able to respond, but what tight is there? How's your day been? Thank God it's Friday. Ẹ ṣe ń wọlé ẹ máa da love bullet fún mi o. Ẹ jẹ́ kórìí mi máa wú. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe mi, mo ń láti kọ́kọ́ júbà náà. Júbà gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà, mo júbà ọmọdé. Júbà ọkùnrin, mo júbà obìnrin o. Mo júbà ládéládé, mo júbà gbogbo ìjòyè. Pàápàá mo júbà ọba mi Èdùmàrè, ọba tó ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ ọjọ́ lọ́wọ́ òjí kùtùkùtù fàṣọlá bora ọba mi jìnwìnjìnwìn. Agbọ́nrí kọjá ọgbọ́n, ìbà ẹni náà tí kì í bẹ́nikẹ́ni ṣàpapín ògo ọ̀ní àgbà tó ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ kílẹ̀. Mo júbà orí mi o, orí owó, orí ọlá, orí oyè, orí ògo, orí tí ń gbè mí níjà nígbà gbogbo. Ẹ jẹ́ ó yẹ mí kalẹ̀ lálẹ́ yìí o. As you all know, this show is sponsored by Yeti's Kitchen. Àwọn ń ṣe yàtì, èmi ń sọ bótò. Rẹ́gí ṣe rẹ́gí. Àwọn ló ní kí n fò kí n nìṣó, wọ́n láwọn wà lẹ́yìn mi. So, without much delay, we will go to the commercial room to shout out our sponsor for this show. And then when we return, we will get straight into the show. Kini mo mú wá lálẹ́ yìí? When I return, ẹ gbọ́. Engineer bá ń gbé sókè.
Yeti's Kitchen, ilé oúnjẹ àrà ọ̀tọ̀ tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Manchester. Chilled out Afro and English fusion bar with great food, music and movies. Kò sí oúnjẹ tẹ́ fẹ́ tẹ́ ò bá lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Serving the best fusion of African and English delicacies bíi jollof rice, ẹ̀wà àgànyìn, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, jerk chicken, suya, ayamashi, goat pepper soup, bọ́gà lóríṣiríṣi àti àwọn ọtí ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí ni, eating, takeaway or delivery gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá wọn lára mu. Oríṣiríṣi ètò ìgbádùn ni wọ́n sì ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wọn bíi movie night, live jazz music, game night At the Lego Play area for children to relax while you eat. Their opening times are Monday to Sunday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Address money, 299 Liverpool Road, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. Telephone 0161 706 0062 tàbí 074 603 53448. Ẹ tún lè kàn sí wọn lórí email wọn ní food@yetiskitchen.com. For more information, visit their website www.yetiskitchen.com. Yeti's Kitchen, the best Afro-British restaurant in Manchester.
Yes, thank you for staying with me. I can see few of my lovely people joining. I can see my brother Toluwala Share Waterton. I can see Abisi Baby. Great to have you back on the show. We missed you. The show has been quiet without you, Great to have you back on the show. Hopefully, the others will join us as we proceed on the show. As we know, this show is brought to you by Yeti's Kitchen, and they are situated in the city of Manchester, but they serve the whole of UK. So wherever you are in UK, you can place your order with them and you'll have it delivered to your doorstep. Contact them for any of your catering needs, whether you have any event you have to cater for, weddings, birthday, garden parties, children's party, anything. Just give them a call and then tell them what you want them to do for you, and trust me, you're in good hands. Also, if you find yourself in Manchester, just popping into the restaurant and tell them we pay Jagbanjatis ló ti wá. Wọ́n máa tọ́jú ẹ̀ yàtọ̀. So for those who run, busy schedules and don't have time to cook, you can contact them for your bulk food orders. What I say, one pack it. You can put it in the freezer and, warm and eat. Also, the book put together by Chef Yeti, African Vegan, is still very much on sale. The book contains healthy recipes of African food that you can, follow step by steps and prepare yourself. It's a book that would highly improve your diet. So contact them via their website and you can get a copy of that book. Also, for those who are visiting from Nigeria and you have only your Nigerian card with you, you can still, shop with Yeti's Kitchen. They accept Naira payment on their website. So just get on there, make your order, and pay with your card. You don't need to have a UK bank account or bank card to be able to shop with them, which is beautiful. Right. I can see a few other people have connected as well. Boom, Mokiel, Omoyami. Good to have you again on the show. Ẹ̀dẹ̀pẹ̀lẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ bó ṣe ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Àníràjálù o. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀. Dídùn lọ́sọ̀ọ́sọ̀. Right. For those who have joined and perhaps they didn't leave any comment and I don't know you are on the show, I hear you. Mi ò fojú pa ẹnikẹ́ni rẹ́ o. If you want me to mention you, just drop a note, and just say hello, so I can give you special recognition. Ẹ ṣá mọ̀. You're all special to me. Kò síyàn kankan tí mo fojú parẹ́ o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wọlé, ẹ máa show me love. Ẹ má kí show yìí quiet. The way Facebook algorithms work is, something must be constantly happening to show that, the show is going on, and for it to, to be given attention, like for other people to see. So share on your platform, share on your wall, invite somebody, like, show love, and let people let's create more buzz around this show. Kì í ṣe àjòjì mọ́. And if it's a show that you are benefiting from, I think you should be proud to tell somebody about it. Jambi, Burawa, gossiping by ẹnikẹ́ni. All we're doing is learning. We discuss sensitive topics, and then we break it down so that we can all learn and be better people. Right, tonight, kí ni mo mú wá lálẹ́ yìí? The topic of discussion tonight is what I call the culture of entitlement. The culture of entitlement. This is a very hot topic right now. Àwọn èèyàn ń jáporó gan because things are happening that people can't just believe. How they can't ṣe máa hùwà báyà and stuff like that, But nobody's talking about it. They would rather come and vent their anger, and that's it. But after venting their anger, the next person would be a victim, and then that one too will come and talk, and and stuff like that. I think, was it last week? I saw something on one of my friends' page where I don't know, somebody sent a message to, let me call her an area sister. I just like, they're not related, but sister, and just said something like, "Oh, my husband is having a birthday and I don't have money to do anything for him, so I want you to buy him a gift on my behalf and send it to him, blah blah blah, blah." And it's so shocking the way the message was put across, and only sister Fakpogon, and sister just went ìtumọ̀ gbogbo eléyìí pé tó bá dé ṣe ò dẹ̀ fi bá délé, and just pray for your husband instead. Now so this person vex you, and she went all out for the sister, like you disappointed me, blah 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 blah. It's so disgusting, the level of interaction between the both of them. And this is not just an isolated case. It's happening like on daily basis. It's only when people come out to share their experience that we know that, yes, this disgusting thing is happening. So I think it's gotten to a point now that I thought, you know what? Let's bring it on this show. Just like, whatever we bring on this show is sensitive. There are topics people would rather just walk away from and not want to discuss. But let's get down to it. There are many people listening to me tonight, or that would listen to the show after tonight, who are also practicing this entitlement, who are also entitled individuals. I'll try to break it down. And my usual disclaimer: this is not an attack on anyone. This is just a call, a wake-up call. This is a show that would, enlighten us. If you are entitled, it will open your eyes to what you're doing that is wrong, and probably, point you in the direction of fixing up. And also, if you have people around you who, have this sense of entitlement, after tonight's show, you will know how to deal with them. You would know how to, live with them. And for people who have fallen victim of this entitled people, after tonight's show, you will no longer fall victim, because you will know that it's nothing but a manipulative way of, people getting what they don't deserve. So if you turn them down, you won't feel guilty, and you won't do it because come and retain me. So no, so that is the purpose of the show tonight. So pẹ̀tẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀ ta nà ń pọ̀ pa ni ẹni tó bá ta bá kó tún bẹ̀ ṣe. So if what you hear tonight makes you feel offended, please be offended. And after tonight's show, go and fix up. And if there are people around you who displays this kind of behavior, you can help them to straighten up, and also don't fall for their antics. Right. So for everything I do, I always like to go to the beginning. We need to go to the basis, foundation, understand what is entitlement, and then build it up from there. My brother, I see you, Papa Ayodele Onoselu. Thank you for joining tonight. Sorry I couldn't respond to your message earlier. It's been really, really a busy day for me. I thought I would get back to you. Emma Bruno. I actually saw your message, but it's been, up and down, up and down, up and down for me. Right, so let's get into it. Having a sense of entitlement is a state of mind in which an individual comes to believe that privileges are right. So there is a clear difference between a privilege and a right. So for someone who has that sense of entitlement, they don't know the difference between these two things. So they believe that privileges are right, and they believe they deserve things, and they are being arrogant about it. The entitlement mentality is a sense of deservingness, or having a feeling that people owe you a favor, when actually you've done nothing to deserve that special treatment. So simply put, a sense of entitlement is that you owe me attitude, and it's a kind of narcissistic personality disorder. It's a repulsive behavior. What you are entitled to in life is only what you have worked for, or what you own. Maybe I should repeat that. What you are entitled to in life are things that you've worked for, or things that you own. Outside of these things, life owes you nothing. Outside of these things, people owe you nothing. If you've worked in your place of work, you are entitled to your salary, so you don't need to beg for it. They should pay you your salary, or they should pay you your wages as at the agreed time in your contract. That is your entitlement. But when you have not rendered any service to anybody, you've not done nothing that should exchange um, money or some favor. You don't just walk up to people and demand for things from them. Or wrong. You don't do it. People owe you nothing. Life owes you nothing. You either work for things, and things you work for are things that you're entitled to. So anything other than this, it's that sense of entitlement, that repulsive behavior that people exhibit these days. And it's becoming a culture. And that is why I termed tonight's topic of discussion the culture of entitlement. Because when something it's becoming, a common practice, then it's becoming a culture. When people begin to defend it, it's becoming a culture. When someone comes out and say, and some people come around and try to defend how you should react or you should give or this, and then it's becoming a culture. And it's a wrong culture. Nobody owes you anything, period. The only thing you have entitlement to are things that you've worked for and things that you own. And before you own things, it's either you have paid for them or it was passed to you legitimately. That's it. Anything else, nobody owes you anything. So that is the foundation we need to establish. Now, let's move to what are the causes of this sense of entitlement. Kilo bigan, kilo fagan. Well, medically, no cause has been traced, but from what I have seen around, what I find so common, the pattern I find so common, which I think is a likely cause of this sense of entitlement, is upbringing, the way you were raised. Some people were raised in an environment where they get whatever they want. That's how they were raised in that home. Whatever they want, they get. So for parents who treat their children like this, you're raising children who will become self-entitled as adults. Tọ́mọ bá ti ń jọsẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ òun fẹ́ kinní kan ẹ̀dẹ̀ sọ pé no, ó dẹ̀ ṣe ń jọsẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ ń sunkún tẹ́yìn náà wá lọ wá fún. Ẹ ti ń ba ayé ọmọ ẹ jẹ́. You are raising somebody that will grow up to have this sense of entitlement and think everybody owes them something. Ọmọ tí ẹ kẹ́ ẹ bá wá ìfárùn dídí. Tẹ́ bá ti sọ pé no, you are not having it, tó bá ṣe ń jọsẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ tó ń pora mọ́lẹ̀ tó kẹ́ ẹ bá wá ìbá bálá ìfárùn, àwọn ìfárùn tó jẹ́ pé tó bá ti bà báyìí á kọ́kọ́ gbé ẹ̀mí lọ ṣe fún bí 30 seconds kò ní lè mí tó bá máa dálẹ̀ bá ìgbà yẹn dẹ̀ máa sọ fún wípé when they tell you no is no, you're not having it, you're not having it. That's it. And then you lecture them further. Let them know they can't have everything in life. Nobody owes you nothing. You have to earn things. You don't just pàṣẹ okontaka I want it. No. So people who are raised like that, they grow up to believe that everybody around them owes them things. People who are raised in a home where they have stewards, wọ́n lẹ́ni tó ń fọṣọ, wọ́n lẹ́ni tó ń gbálẹ̀, wọ́n lẹ́ni tó ń pọnmi, wọ́n lẹ́ni tó ń fọ mọ́tò, wọ́n lẹ́ni tó ń dáná, wọ́n lẹ́ni tó ń lọṣọ, wọ́n lẹ́ni tó ń fọṣọ. So when you're raised in a privileged environment, when you become an adult, you have that sense of entitlement. You want people around you to serve you. You want people around you to do things for you without earning it. My sister, I see you. Dayo Lori, thank you for joining tonight. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you for joining. If you are feeling me, Emma tell off. Kò wọ́n charge yín, kò cost yín ní nǹkankan. Just show me love. Right. So upbringing matters a lot. People who are raised, having their way regardless, they'll grow up to become adults who have that sense of entitlement. People who are raised in a privileged environment where they have, people around knocking their heads together to get things done for them. They will grow up to become adults who feels everybody around them owes them things. Also, people who grow up in an environment where either their father or their mother or one uncle or one elderly person, sort them out. Àwọn gan dìde ṣe nǹkan kan rí fún ara wọn. Wọ́n tiẹ̀ make effort láti forí la nǹkan kan jáǹtì wọn. It's either their dad or their uncle or somebody just pressing the button for them and getting things done for them. People like that will grow up having that sense of entitlement, thinking, you know what, anywhere I go, people have to serve me. Anywhere I go, people have to do things for me. Anywhere I go, people have to lick my butt. Everywhere I go, people have to, obey my command. Kò jọ, I'm a shock here. So, magic finger. Kí ló tẹ̀yin náà pẹ́ dé ń bolẹ̀ wọ̀? Ń bolẹ̀ tí ń bọ̀ ń bolẹ̀ ti jáde. Kí lẹ̀ ń tẹ̀? Kí ló ń tẹ̀yin? Anyway, you're welcome, my brother. We're discussing the culture of entitlement, and I'm just, building up the topic from the foundation, the definition of what entitlement is, is that you owe me attitude. You owe me, and then I'm moving to what are the causes, kilo bawa, kilo fa. And the main cause that I can find is just upbringing. When you are raised in a privileged environment where from young you are not taught no is no. You're not taught to know that you can't have everything or you have to work for things, you have to earn things. When you grow up with that mentality, then when you become an adult, you think people around you have to serve you, people have to do things for you, and you'll be lording yourself over everybody. You just demand things. You don't understand the difference between privilege and right. So what you're entitled to are only things that you've worked for or things that you earned legitimately. Every other thing, nobody owes you nothing. They are privileges, and you have to, beg your way to have it. I wrote one time on Facebook that beggars are not choosers. So when you require people to use their time or resources for you free of charge, then you can't dictate for them. You just have to flow along with whatever conditions they give to you. You can't choose, because you don't own people. So I hope I've been able to summarize everything I've said so far. So where or in which areas can we find, examples of sense of entitlement? It will shock you that it's everywhere you turn to. Everywhere you turn to, there are people suffering from this sense of entitlement around you, and that's why I termed it a culture. It's fast becoming a culture. In families, you have them. Siblings who think toro jẹ́gbọ́n mi, ìwọ ní láti rán mi lọ school. Why tí mo ní láti rán ẹ lọ school? Èmi kọ́ mo bí ẹ, mo kàn jẹ́gbọ́n ẹ ni. Ẹ̀yin lẹ láti sanwó kinní kan. Why tí màá sanwó ẹ? Why? So you have entitled. This is born out of our own culture, and it's wrong. I think we've discussed this before. When we had the topic of the firstborn child, how they heap so much responsibilities on them. So this is due to our culture. We have siblings who are entitled to their fathers, who are entitled to their brothers or sisters' money. We have relatives who are entitled to their brothers' properties. Yẹ pé tó bá kú báyìí, wọ́n máa wá léyàwó jáde ńlé ni. Wọ́n láwọn làwọn lógún. Stupid behavior. Stupid behavior. So you have them in the family. You have parents who would make ridiculous demands from their children and say ẹ̀tọ́ mi ni mò ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. I mean, you don't even care whether they are at that point. Wọ́n á ní tó kété bá dàgbà ọmọ ẹ̀ ló ń mu. But ẹ jẹ́ kó kété ẹ̀ gan tiẹ̀ lọ́mú ná. Kọ́mú ẹ̀ náà dẹ̀ lómi. Otherwise kò sí nǹkan kan tẹ́ fẹ́ mu. So this exists in family, and I'm telling you tonight, it is wrong. Nobody owes anybody anything. The only thing you're entitled to in life are things that you've worked for or things that you've earned legitimately by your own effort. Every other thing are privileges, and you can't dictate that people give them to you. They're not your right. It's entirely up to the people you're asking whether they want to do it or if they can afford to do it or not. So this is what we are breaking down tonight. Ṣùpọ̀ mórí ẹ o, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ lálẹ́ ìwà ètò pẹ́? Anyway, you're welcome, my brother. Thank you for joining. We have it among friends and colleagues. I'm about statement to be what are friends for. Wọ́n máa ṣe wedding o, ìwọ ló máa cover àwọn màálù. Why tí máa cover màálù? Torí mo jọ́rẹ̀ ẹ̀. Do you know if I can afford it? Why tó ṣe wedding tágbára ẹ ká? Why would you put your own responsibility on other people and say tó bá ọ̀rẹ́ mi ni ẹ, what are friends for? No, ọ̀rọ̀ what are friends for kọ́ leléyìí. It's wrong. It's wrong. I don't have to pay for the cows of tó máa jẹ ní wedding. I don't have to pay for the drinks. It's sense of entitlement, and it's wrong. You have them as colleagues in places of work. People who have this sense of entitlement, they lack team spirit. And you see them avoiding problem-solving situations. And if they have to take any decision, the decision has to be self-serving. It has to be one that favors them or put them in the spotlight. They don't care about the people. It's just about them. You have it in relationships where many people approach relationship with, strict requirement that or expectation that all your needs will be met by your partner. That's wrong. That's wrong. And that's why many marriages are failing. When you come into a relationship thinking ìdùnnú ẹ wà lọ́wọ́ èèyàn kan, no, ìdùnnú ẹ ò sí lọ́wọ́ anybody. You have to find ìdùnnú ẹ, you have to be happy. Or people walk into a relationship and think, any alone. I mean, can you imagine people who are still in boyfriend and girlfriend level, and bọ̀bọ́ yẹn dẹ̀ ti ń gbà ṣe bàbá agẹ́ yẹn ṣe. Ó ti ń gbà ṣe ẹ ṣe. Ìwọ kọ́ ló bí, ó ń sanwó school. Ìwọ kọ́ ló bí, ó ń sanwó school àwọn àbúrò ẹ̀. Ìwọ kọ́ ló bí, ó gba ṣọ́ọ̀bù fún. And at the end of the day, wàá kàn dẹ̀ rí invitation card yẹn later pé ó ti bẹ́ẹ̀ lómi lọ, wàá lọ mú poison, wàá máa sọ pé no. Because wọ́n gan ti kọjá ayé ẹ. Owó tó yẹ kí wọ́n gan kó fi tún ayé ẹ ara ẹ ṣe. Ò ń gbà ṣe oníṣeṣe. Ṣé wọ́n ń dádì ẹ ni? So many people walk into relationships thinking, yes, any because èmi àti ẹ ti ń fẹ́ra nísìnyí o, gbogbo wàhálà mi ọrùn ẹ ló wà. No, it's wrong. It is wrong. Àwọn sísí mi báyìí tó yẹ pé after round one báyìí ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́mọ̀ tẹ́kàn fífọ́ lẹ́nu just one round lásán tàkàn ṣe fọ́ra wa lẹ́nu one round. Wọ́n ti máa fọwọ́, wọ́n á máa fi stroke àyà ẹ̀ báyìí. Wọ́n á ti máa béèrè àwọn nǹkan kan. Wọ́n á ti máa lo gba àwọn emotional blackmail. Wọ́n á ti máa béèrè gbá, wọ́n á ti máa béèrè àwo, wọ́n á ti máa ní so who are we? And we are instruments in the hands of God. We are pencil in the hand of the Almighty. So don't think tó láti fọ́ra wa lẹ́nu lẹ́ẹ̀kan then wallet ẹ ti di tiẹ̀. That is nonsense. That's nonsense. I rò pé tó wá you are entering relationship so that your partner will now be responsible for all your bukata. No, it's wrong. So you have them in relationship, you have them in family, you have them as friends and colleagues. Even you have them around you as neighbors. You have them around when you walk into shops. They jump queues. They can't wait. They are so impatient. They think their own situation is more urgent than yours. They think you have to give up your own turn for theirs. It's this same sense of entitlement. So let's quickly get to Yeti's kitchen. By the time I come back, we will be moving to what are the effects of even before I discuss effect, I should be able to yes. Before I talk about the effect, I would like to ṣí aṣọ lójú eégún and let you know how to recognize people with sense of entitlement. What are the traits? Kí ni àwọn kan tó máa hù níwà tẹ́ máa fi mọ̀ pé àwọn ará abíre o, because you should be able to identify them. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ara àwọn ará abí náà dẹ̀ nìwọ, tí n bá ti ń sọ wàá máa mọ̀ pé ara wọn ni mí o. So when I return from the commercial room, I will be moving into that. If you have any contribution, you have anything you don't agree with from what I've said so far, please drop them in the comment section. I will keep my eye on that while the um, commercial is rolling, and I'll bring up an interesting topic. If you have personal experience that you want to share, I'll drop the link for you to join me in the studio tonight and share your experience with us. If we have any advice we can give you, we will give you. Or if there's any way you can, you've dealt with the situation that you want to share with us, yes, we would love to hear it. Ẹ̀gbọ́n, ó pẹ́ yín lálẹ́ yìí o, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ẹ kálẹ́ o, good to have you on the show. Tí miss jujuju náà. Just about 40 minutes. Anyway, I'll quickly get to the commercial room and then I will be back. Engineer, over to you.
Yeti's Kitchen, ilé oúnjẹ àrà ọ̀tọ̀ tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Manchester. Chilled out Afro and English fusion bar with great food, music, and movies. Kò sí irú oúnjẹ tẹ́ fẹ́ tẹ́ ò bá lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Serving the best fusion of African and English delicacies bíi jollof rice, ẹ̀wà àgànyìn, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, jerk chicken, suya, ayamashi, goat pepper soup, bọ́gà lóríṣiríṣi àti àwọn ọtí ọlọ́kan-ò-jọ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí ni, eating, takeaway or delivery gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá wọn lára mu. Oríṣiríṣi ètò ìgbádùn ni wọ́n ti ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wọn bíi movie night, live jazz music, game night àti Lego play area for children to relax while you eat. Their opening times are Monday to Sunday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Address money, 299 Liverpool Road, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. Telephone 0161 706 0062 tàbí 074 603 53448. Ẹ tún lè kàn sí wọn lórí email wọn ní food@yetiskitchen.com. For more information, visit their website www.yetiskitchen.com. Yeti's Kitchen, the best Afro-British restaurant in Manchester.
Yes, so thank you for staying on the show. We're back. Still on the topic, the culture of entitlement. So we're moving straight to how can you recognize a person with that sense of entitlement? What are the traits? What are those things that give them off? To have him on where okay, number one, they're controlling. They think the world revolves around them. Like I said earlier, they can't differentiate between privilege and right. So is there a way or no way? They want a favor, they go about it arrogantly. When you can't meet the demand, they get very mad and angry. They get very mad and angry. They just want they want it the way they want it. They want things to do, they want people to do things for them, whether it's convenient for that person or not. They're very controlling. That is one trait. Another one is they're manipulative. Entitled people think they can act out their emotion. And they think people need to just put up with them regardless of, what is going on. If they're angry, frustrated, mad, disappointed, you just have to put up with whatever emotion they display. And they're very manipulative in the way they go about things. They make you feel so bad when you don't do or when you don't meet their demands. So that is another trait that they exhibit. Another thing is entitled people are unable to feel empathy towards others. So they operate from their own point of need alone. So they bring demands, and when they are coming with that demand, they don't even think, ẹni tí mò ń lọ bá fún kínní ṣó tiẹ̀ lè ṣe, ṣówó yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ láti fi sort kínní out. No, they don't think. In tó kàn wọ́n ni their own need, and they are coming straight. Wọ́n ń ro tẹlòmíì. They want people to do things for them, and they don't even consider, ṣó máa tiẹ̀ convenient ìfẹ́ ní báyìí. No. Their focus is only their own need and how to get it met, or how to resolve that need. Anything else, forget it. Wọ́n ń rò rárá. And that's why tábúrò kan ṣe wò ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ó lọ́mọ mẹ́ta, ó lọ́mọ mẹ́rin, tó mọ̀ pé òun náà ní family tó ń run, and you just come up with some ridiculous demand pé ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni ẹ láti lọ wá fún mi ni o, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi lẹ jẹ́ láti lọ wá fún. I mean that's madness. That's madness. But that is how these people behave. They only think from their own point of need alone. They don't consider the other person, whether it's convenient, whether they can afford it, whether it's okay for them or not. No, they don't really care. So another trait they exhibit is this victim card. They show that they use that poor me strategy. They feel as they're always the victim. Things are not working for them. They are always on the wrong end of the stick. They always play that victim card. You have to be wary of people like this. Any situation, no matter how it goes, they say is unfair to them. Nothing is fair to them as long as it doesn't go the way they wanted it. They start showing that they're being treated poorly, they've been victimized, and people are being unfair to them, and and people like this, they complain a lot. It's always other people's fault. It's always other people's, reason why it didn't go their way. So, for example, someone loses their job. One, they will not sit down to think of, how they play the part in getting the sack. Maybe they've been, lazy at work. Maybe they've not been meeting their target. They never think about that. It's always, yes, they are the victim of this and that, and and all that. Okay, get up, go look for another job. Rather, they will pass that responsibility on someone else. Ẹ̀yin lẹ rán mi lọ iléeṣẹ́ yẹn o, ẹ̀yin náà lẹ ní kí n lọ ṣiṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, mi fẹ́ lọ bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ o, wọ́n dẹ̀ ti lé mi nísìnyí o, kẹ̀yà wáṣẹ́ mi fún mi o, otherwise màá jókòó sílé ni o, kẹ̀yà wáṣẹ́ mi fún mi. That is the thinking of an entitled human being. That is the mentality of somebody who is entitled. They think people owe them stuff. And they place that responsibility on other people, playing that victim card. So, these are some of the traits of people with sense of entitlement. Right. Let's move on to the effect, because in this life there are consequences for everything, and especially when something is negative, it has effect. So we'll have to look at the effect of having that sense of entitlement. Number one is that it breaks down relationships. And when I say relationships, I mean anything that has to do with your interaction with other people. When you are an entitled human being, you can't have long-term relationship with people. No, people would not like you. So how that be pé, and funny enough, people like they still think they are not the one with the problem. They still think it's everybody that hates them. How can the whole world hate you? How can you have problem with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it's still not your problem? Ìwọ gan ò ṣe jókòó kó tiẹ̀ yẹra ẹ̀ wò. So people with this sense of entitlement are people that you never want to have around you, because they have that vibe that is just negative. So they can't keep relationship, interpersonal relationship they can't keep, normal relationship they can't keep. Anywhere they are, they don't just fit, because people can't stand them. People can't tolerate them. People can't meet their needs forever. Ó máa tó bá tiẹ̀ ṣe fún ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kíní, ṣe fún ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì, tó bá yá ó máa sú wọn. And that breaks down that relationship. So that is number one effect. It brings conflict. You always be at loggerhead with people, because when you can't have your way, á di wàhálà. Wọ́n bá ti ń ṣe fún ẹ, tó bá yá àwọn náà yarí jọ kan pé àwa kìíní ti ń pọ̀ jù gan wa, ìtumọ̀ gbogbo ilé gan ṣá. Wọ́n á yarí fún ẹ, and that breaks down the relationship. Tó bá yá kò ní sí èèyàn lára ń di ẹ mọ́. If you have that sense of entitlement, àwọn èèyàn wọ́n máa pa ẹ́ tì, wàá máa dáyé ẹ ṣe, wàá máa dáyé ẹ gbé. So that is one effect. And then the second effect, in a broad sense of it, is the long-term damage that it brings to an entitled person. So, to break it down, an entitled person will most of the time be unhappy, because when their ridiculous and arrogant demands cannot be met, they are unhappy. Most of the time, an entitled person are always disappointed due to the same reason. When people are fed up with meeting their ridiculous demands, they keep disappointing them. They keep disappointing them. One guy lómi síwájú pé okay, yeah, mo ti gbọ́ màá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe. Wọ́n á kàn gba sẹ́gbẹ́ kan, because wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé dáwọn òsán pa àmà bá ṣe yẹn kò ní fi àwọn lọ́rùn lẹ̀. Wọ́n á kàn gba sẹ́gbẹ́ kan. So half of the time, gbogbo ridiculous demand or realistic expectation wọn, it comes to disappointment. And when you are in this state of unhappiness and disappointment after disappointment, kò sígbà tó ní wà depressed. You slip into depression. So people with sense of entitlement are likely to end up in depression. That is a long-term effect, because it's all negative vibe. it's all negative vibe. You exude negativity. Everything around you is negative. There's nothing positive around somebody who is entitled. No, you repulse people. That is the vibe. I need to be really, really, I need to be really, really, I need to be honest with you. Mi ní láti pẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ sọ. That is the vibe you exude if you don't know. And nobody wants to be around people like that because you sap their energy. You sap their energy. You pollute their positive environment. So, people with sense of entitlement operate in a kind of a vicious circle. So, when you are entitled, if you have 10 demands, it's guaranteed that you will likely have 9 unmet. But I can't really tolerate it, but largely, majority will turn you down. So, when this happens, you become dissatisfied, you become unhappy, you become disappointed, you become angry, and then you feel you're a victim, you're depressed. But rather than you sit up and fix the situation, you still reinforce that behavior in you, thinking, but why are they not doing it for me? I deserve this. I deserve this. I want this. I want it, because that's the only thing you know. That's the only thing you know. And then when you think this way, you go back to the first step again, to go and demand it again from somewhere else. So that cycle keep going. You ask, they disappoint you, you sulk, you get angry, you tell yourself, but I deserve it, you go again. That is that cycle. And that is why when you ask me, how do you deal with somebody with a sense of entitlement, or how do you help them? Look, you can't fix these people. You cannot. And that's the honest truth. They need to fix themselves. Entitled people cannot be fixed. They need to fix up themselves. And how do they fix themselves? How? Number one, and the most important and the most critical thing they need to do is to have a change of mindset. To have a change of mindset. Because don't forget, we said this sense of entitlement is tied up to the upbringing. So ìpìlẹ̀ ló ti wọ́ wá. To fix people like this is hard. They need to fix up themselves. You only know how to deal with them. Tó bá ti gbé gbogbo kíní wọn wá, you tell them no. That's it. You tell them no, and you keep them at arm's length. And while you are telling them no, this is how you can also help them. By letting them know why you say no. So tó bá gbé demand wá, jẹ́ kó mọ̀. I do this all the time. Somebody just call me and say, kíní kan ṣẹlẹ̀ dédé, màá sọ fún pé wá. Ìṣirò mo fi ń gbélé ayé mi lù yìí. mo mọ iye tó ń wọlé, mo mọ iye tó ń jáde. So tí n bá máa ro tiẹ̀ mọ́, mo láti tún ìṣirò mi ṣe, mo láti yọ àwọn nǹkan kan kúrò kí n tó lè accommodate tiẹ̀. For that reason, I can't do it because mi ní nǹkan kan tí n fẹ́ yọ. Or some, you tell them, wà ní sùúrù dìgbà tí n bá lè ṣe, ìgbà wà ní mi ní time. Ìgbà tí n bá tó rí nǹkan yọ tí mo lè slot tiẹ̀ in ni. This is how you let them know that I don't owe you nothing. This is not your right. It's a privilege. And you can choose how and when or what I do. Èmi ni màá wo ohun tó rọ̀ mí lọ́rùn. You can't dictate for me. Èmi màá dẹ̀ mọ̀ gbà tó rọ̀ mí lọ́rùn. So I do this. I don't just say no. No. Màá ṣàlàyé because these people need to be taught. These people need to be taught. So tó bá ti lè ní sùúrù, good luck. Tó bá ti lè ní sùúrù, go away. And I don't feel any bad because mo ti ṣàlàyé fún ẹ. Ó dẹ̀ tún ní pẹ̀lẹ́ lákọ ó lábo. Tí èèyàn bá lówó lọ́wọ́, ó máa ń lájò lẹ́nu ni. If you need any help from anybody, you want them to use their time or resources or whatever thing for you, there's a way you communicate to people. You don't ask like it's your right. There are ways you ask for help, regardless of who you are, regardless of how you are to that person. And let them decide bó ṣe favour wọn. Tó bá sọ pé àárọ̀ ló need wọn, tó bá sọ pé ìrọ̀lẹ́ láwọn tó lè wá, ìrọ̀lẹ́ náà lọ tó lè wá. You don't go on about saying, no, ẹ wá bẹ ṣe máa yọ láàárọ̀ ni o, ẹ wá bẹ ṣe máa yọ láàárọ̀ mi nídìí. No, then go and find somebody or pay somebody that tó máa wá láàárọ̀ fún ẹ. It's as simple as that. So this is how to deal with people who have this sense of entitlement. You can't fix them. You only need to learn how to deal with them. You have to learn how not to fall into their manipulative trap. Kí àwọn ogun emotional blackmail yẹn kó má borí ẹ, ìwọ ló ń láti mọ̀ bí wàá ṣe lè handle wọn. And always explain. Let them understand why you can't do it now, why they have to wait, or why you can't do it at all. So, but for somebody who is entitled, tó dẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi lórí ètò yìí, tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé òun wà entitled, what you need to do first thing is to have a change of mindset. And what are you changing in your mindset? What you are changing in your mindset is that nobody owes you anything in this life. The only thing you are entitled to are things that you've worked for or things that you own legitimately, whether by your effort or by paying for it. That's it. Anything outside this, you have to know and program your mind that you need to ask for it with humility, not demand arrogantly. You must understand that there is a difference between privilege and a right. So you don't just order people around, you don't just ask, you don't just demand for things and you want it to go your own way, the way you want it, and no. It doesn't work that way. This is what you need to tell yourself. This is what you need to change about your mindset. So when you approach people, you approach them with sense. You approach them with the understanding that, well, if it's convenient for you, I mean, people who have dealt with, if they're listening to me on this show, if they can listen later, they can bear me witness. If I need anyone to do it, I always put it as convenient. Mi ò ń fi ayé mi fi ń wà léèyàn lẹ́mìí rárá àti rárá. I understand it purely that nobody owes me anything in this life. Tó tí n bá fẹ́ nǹkan tó bá lè ṣe fún mi ni. Tó bá lè ṣe, no problem. Instead I go and do it myself, or nígbà tó bá rọ̀ wọ́n lọ́rùn. I've learned this a long time. In fact, mo tún wá push tèmi dé level kan tó jẹ́ pé I don't expect anything from people. I don't. And that's why people don't disappoint me. Wọ́n kàn sọ pé ó disappoint mi gan. Ó disappoint mi gan. Ṣé mi máa wá ṣe party tó ní wá? Ó disappoint mi gan. No, kò tí ẹ yẹ ń bá ìsọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. No, I don't do that. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. Bá ṣe party tó bá wù kó wá. Tó bá wù kó, I don't expect nothing from people. I don't. Tó bá ṣe fún mi, all well and good. Tó bá ṣe mi nítorí ẹ̀ bá ẹja ń pé báyá kíní, I go do things myself. I have trained myself to do things by myself. Bó bá ṣe, good luck. Màá appreciate it. Màá dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ó ṣe. Tó bá dẹ̀ ṣe, I go and do it myself. I don't wait for people to do things for me. But the way this life is structured, we can't live our life in isolation. There are times you will need people. There are things that you need that are in the hands of other people. There are times you would have to require people to do things for you. So you have options. And the options I always like to take is where I have to pay. Because tí n bá sanwó kó bá mi ṣe nǹkan, mo lè lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀. Mo lè dictate time tí mo fẹ́ kàn ṣe. Tó bá dẹ̀ ṣe tí ò tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn, mo lè complain. So I always like to pay for things. Mi ń fẹ́ nǹkan ọ̀fẹ́. But where I cannot pay, because there are times when, you know what, ọmọ kò sówó láti sanwó kinní yẹn, ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe. Then you have to wait for whoever can do it for you at their own convenience. You don't demand. You don't manipulate them and say, ọ̀rẹ́ mi ló dẹ̀ pera ẹ o, mo dẹ̀ ń kó wá gbé mi lọ sí kinní kan, ó dẹ̀ wá ń ṣe kinní kan, ó dẹ̀ wá ń delay mi, ó dẹ̀ wá ń long mi. Tí o bá ráyè kò ráyè nìyẹn. Tí o bá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe kò bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe nìyẹn. Move on. That is how I've trained myself. This is how I live my life. So tell anybody bá ṣe anything fún mi, bonus ni. I don't expect nothing from people. And if I have to do things, I have to pay for it. And the ones I can't pay for, there are many things I know how to do today because I could not afford to pay people to do it for me. Mi ìdẹ̀ lè wá ọ̀fẹ́ because mo ní ṣe kó tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn. So mo ń láti lọ kọ́ fúnra mi. So there are so many things I know how to do today because I can't pay to get it done. I can't get free service, so I have to learn it. And the skill has stayed with me. So this is the change of mindset that you need to have. Not living your life thinking, after all, lẹ̀gbọ́n mi, after all, òun ìyàwó mi, after all, òun ní kinní kan, after all, òun ní igbá kan, after all, òun làwo kan. And you just think because of that you are entitled to what? No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So the first thing you need to do is change your mindset. 2, treat others as you would love to be treated. Remember I mentioned earlier, entitled people never look at the other people's point of need or situation. They only consider their own point of need. So, to change this this sense of entitlement, to fix yourself, you need to always think of the other person. Ẹ̀gbọ́n yìí tí mo fẹ́ lọ bá ń pé kó fún mi lówó ìbáyìí. Ó ti ń bọ́ sí táàmù tí àwọn ọmọ náà wọ́n máa wọlé school. Ṣé wọ́n máa sanwó school, wọ́n máa ṣe gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀? Ṣé wọ́n máa lè rí fún mi báyìí ṣá? When you think from that perspective, wàá mọ̀ báyà kó o lọ àbí kó o má lọ. Because tó bá lọ, disappointment ló máa bá bọ̀. Because ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn kò ní fi school àwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀ lẹ̀ kó máa gbọ́ nídìí tí wọ́n gbé wá. His family are his priority. So akọ́kọ́ fẹ́ sort out owó school àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ náà kó tó lè dáwọ́ lóhùn. But when you don't consider this, tó jẹ́ pé point of need ti ẹnìkan ló ń wò all the time, wàá lọ bẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ máa bọ́ sí time ìbínú fẹ́ gbọ̀n because ara ń kan time yẹn. A ṣépè fún, a lé ẹ dànù. Wàá sọ dìjà family ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn láwọn wọn jẹ. No, orí ẹ ni ò pé, because torí ẹ bá pé wàá mọ̀ wípé time yìí school time, ẹ̀gbọ́n máa sanwó school àwọn ọmọ, ó máa ṣe gbá, ó máa ṣàwo. Ẹ̀gbọ́n yìí wàhálà yẹn ti máa pọ̀ lọ́rùn one time yẹn. Bó ṣe yẹ kó ronú nìyẹn. Not just waking up at random times and coming up with useless demands and thinking people are there to serve your needs. No, it doesn't work that way. So you need to fix that up. You don't want to do a wedding and not consider your own pocket and be expecting other people to carry the expenses for you. Àwọn lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ wedding ni. Ìwọ ló yẹ kó jókòó kó wò pé èló mo ní. Tá bá dẹ̀ ṣe wedding tán, ceremony ọjọ́ kan ni o. Báwo la ṣe máa run life wa nu marriage? You have to think that. Ìyẹn ló wá jẹ́ kó wá ronú pé ọmọ, ó dà pé mi ò ní ṣe wedding elérò púpọ̀. Bóyá wedding èèyàn 15 àbí èèyàn 20 péré ni màá ṣe. But when you don't think like that, look, let me share one funny story that happened to me. When I was coming to the UK from Nigeria, I wrote down all the names of people that I know that have been here, before me, friends, people that I know that want to were in London. So I listed them in the order of the years that they've spent here. So I told you 10 years on lower top of the list. Like that. 8, 7, 6. List gbogbo wọn. I wrote all these names down in a diary. And then in front of their names, mo wá kọ iye owó tí mo expect pé tí n bá ti pè wọ́n máa fún mi based on number of years tó ti wà níbí. So ẹni tó ti pé 10 years or 7 or 3 years tó ti wà níbí, mo ti kọ iye owó tí mo wò pé àti bá ti pè pé èèyàn mi mo ti wà rán kan, iye báyìí ló máa fún mi. Mo kọ gbogbo ẹ̀ sílẹ̀. As at 2005, list iye owó tí mo rò pé mo máa gather gbà yẹn gan. Ọmọ, no be small. Right. What happened? When I got in here, I started calling them. Wọ́n á kàn kí mi ní. The surest person tó sure fún mi jù tó jẹ́ pé pàdé mi to the call. I can remember ọjọ́ tí yẹn wá kí mi was on a Sunday. Ó kàn gbé mi lọ jẹ chicken and chips £2. A dẹ̀ padà sílé. There was one auntie. Tí n bá ti pè wọ́n máa dá Friday. Wọ́n ní màá rí ẹ títí weekend. Ó pè mí ní weekend. Tí n bá ti pè wọ́n weekend, wọ́n á tún dá weekend mi. Ìgbà tó yá, mo change orúkọ wọn lórí phone mi. From orúkọ tó ń jẹ́ gangan, mo change ẹ̀, mo store as weekend. Mo change orúkọ àǹtí yẹn, mo kọ weekend síbẹ̀. Nígbà tó sú mi, di mo ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí 16 years ni mi tí weekend àǹtí yẹn ò tí ì dé 16 years ni weekend àǹtí yẹn ò tí ì dé. Now kí n má fọ̀rọ̀ gùn, out of all these people ẹni tó fún mi ní owó jù nínú wọn ń pè when he came to visit me and then he was going, ó kàn mú nǹkan mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ ń pè mà bá mi di eléyìí mú pé má bínú pó kéré. Ẹni tó fún mi lówó jù nínú gbogbo wọn, he gave me 20 pounds. £20. Ìgbà yẹn mo wá jókòó mọ́ wá yẹn pé wàhálà wà ń lu yìí o. Ìlú ọ̀dájú ní ìlú yìí o. Kò séèyàn mọ́ nílùú yìí o. So a kind of scale just fell off my eyes. N pé oh boy, tètè gbẹ́rù ẹ nílùú yìí. £20. Èmi tí mo retí nǹkan bíi £900 from the list tí mo gather. £20 àti £2 chicken and chips. Ó tán. Then after tèmi náà ti wá wọnú system tí mo ti rí bó ṣe rí. There are some of my friends that have fought back home in Nigeria. Ọmọ ìwà kan pè wọ́n pé bàbá mi ra jersey Arsenal, bàbá mi ra jersey Arsenal. Wọ́n ti ẹ̀ ní gbé aago, wọ́n ti ẹ̀ ní dá ẹ lóhùn mọ́. Wọ́n máa bínú pé ẹni bó ti wà London, ó wá ń ṣe kíní kan ṣe nǹkan mẹ́. When I got here myself, tí mo rí bí nǹkan ṣe rí, tí mo rí iye tó ń ta jersey, ìkan tí mò ń bájà ní wọn, mo pè, mo bẹ̀ ẹ́, mo ṣẹ̀ ẹ́ o, má bínú. Kí ló ń ṣe? Mo ní wo lè má mọ̀ pé mo ṣẹ̀ ẹ́, bọ̀ èmi mọ̀ pé mo ṣẹ̀ ẹ́. Gbà tó bá mi ra jersey mò ń bínú. Má bínú o. Orí mi ni ò pé o, èmi ni mi ò mọ bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ o. Ó ti yé mi báyìí o, má bínú o. Má bínú o. Ó ti yé mi o, mo ti rí gan, ó ti wá yé mi báyìí. So until I enter the system myself, mi ò mọ̀ pé bó ṣe ń rí nìyẹn. Until tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbá títì, I was a street cleaner in this country. I will sweep from 2 o'clock to 9:30 p.m. Westminster, Pimlico, Buckingham Palace, gbogbo ibi tí mò ń gbá nìyẹn. For £5, 5 pence per hour. Tí n bá ṣa gbogbo ẹjọ́ tán, ó yẹn ò tiẹ̀ ká, kò tiẹ̀, tí mo máa yọ bus pass, máa yọ owó ilé, kò tiẹ̀ ṣẹ́kù kankan. Oh boy. Ìgbà yẹn ni mo mọ̀ pé ọmọ tó bá ń gbọ́ wá gbóòórùn ẹ̀. Ìlú yìí ló ń jẹ́ wá gbóòórùn ẹ̀. I understand what it takes to earn and how you will distribute it. Iṣẹ́ tẹ́lòmíì ṣe lù yìí tó fẹ́ para ẹ̀. It's not because of him or herself. Tó bá jẹ́ kó gbọ́ bùkátà ara ẹ̀ nìkan ni, ìwọ̀nba iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe ti wà okay. But because bùkátà kúnlé, àbúrò kí nǹkan máa lọ school, kí nǹkan máa ṣe nǹkan, ẹlòmíì fẹ́ kú dànù bí. Tí ò bá ṣe, àwọn ni wọ́n máa sọ òun lẹ́nu. I heard of a couple. They have a day job. Wọ́n lọ bí iṣẹ́ láàárọ̀. Àwọn méjèèjì. Wọ́n parí ní alẹ́. tó bá ń bọ̀ nílé àwọn méjèèjì á tún lo mọ́tò wọn láti tún máa fi ṣe Uber. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé ikú nìyẹn? Ọkọ ní ọkọ̀, ìyàwó nọ́kọ̀. Tó bá ti parí normal day job wọn 9 to 7 tó ń ṣe or 9 to 6 tó ń ṣe, wọ́n á tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ Uber. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí lẹ rò pọ́n wá tó le tó bẹ́ẹ̀? And then somebody just sit down somewhere and just think kó nǹkan máa pe kinní kan. Tẹ́ bá ráyé táwọn tó bá ti lé, especially people back home, they think when you have somebody abroad, they're entitled to a kind of lifestyle. They are entitled to a kind of lifestyle. I know of a friend tó jẹ́ pé ìyàwó ẹ̀ máa ń sọ nígbà yẹn pé ṣé kọ́ wa máa sọ wípé òun lọ́kọ labroad, òun dẹ̀ ń jẹ gbèsè ni. Very reckless human being. Aṣọ ò dẹ̀ pé méjì lọ́rùn bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ń bí. Ìyẹn dẹ̀ ń ṣe fàlàfòlò nílé, all in the name of oní partner ní abroad. Ridiculous way of living. So you need to calm down with this your entitlement. Nobody owes you nothing. Always put yourself in the shoes of the other person. Kí lẹ́ni tí ẹ̀ ń là kọjá lọ́hùn yẹn? I had a guy back home náà gbà yẹn. Ó kàn pè mí ni because ó máa ń rí mi lálálẹ́. Alálẹ́ mo ṣáà máa ń wà online. Alálẹ́ mo máa ń wà online. So bá rò pé báyà wọn ń pé kíní ni mí, yahoo ni mí because alálẹ́ làwọn máa ń resume. Ó bọ́ kó mọ̀ pé ibi iṣẹ́ mo máa wà wo time tó rí mi yẹn. Alẹ́ mo dẹ̀ máa fi ń ṣiṣẹ́ school mi. So ó kàn rò pé wáyé mi náà ń ṣaṣẹ́ ni. Ó kàn pè mí time kan kí n bóun send laptop. Mo sọ pé láyé ẹ má tún bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Laptop, èmi gan ò ní blackboard. Mi ní 2008 àbí 2007 mo tó ra first laptop mi. Mo tó lè dáwó ra laptop mi 2 years after tí mo débì. Mi tí ìṣọdún kan ìwọ̀n ń bi mí pé kí n bẹ́ẹ̀ send laptop. You know? But oftentimes, it's because these people don't know, right? They don't know what you're going through. And that's why you don't have to keep quiet. And some of you know, wàá dúró síwájú Bentley neighbor ẹ, wàá máa nà ká pieces òkè, wàá máa yà photo, wàá máa post ẹ̀. Wọ́n rò pé ó ti wà òkè ni. Ìwọ ló ń bá yára ẹ jẹ́, bùkátà máa tẹ̀lé ẹ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ ṣe ó dáràn. Kó má tí rí ibi tó fine báyìí, wàá ti sáré dúró síbẹ̀, wàá ti máa yọ ahọ́n síta, wàá ti máa ṣe ká báyìí, wàá ti máa yà ẹ́. Wàá rò pé nǹkan dán fún ẹ, wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ó wà òkè. Ìwọ ló ń bá yára ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́. So every picture you post, it brings a bùkátà. Kó tó bá ti rí báyìí, wọ́n máa lábù ẹ ni pé ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ti wà òkè burúkú. Ẹ wo mọ́tò tí wọ́n dúró sórí ẹ̀. You know? Ẹni á kàn ra sílẹ̀kùn ọkọ̀ díẹ̀ báyìí, wàá ti lọ dúró, wàá lọ dilẹ̀kùn yẹn mú. Wàá ṣe bíi tiẹ̀, wàá gbẹ́sẹ̀ kan síbẹ̀ báyìí, wàá ṣe bíi tiẹ̀. Wàá máa rẹ́rìn. Kó má ti rí Benz oní Benz. Wàá ti sáré lọ dúró síbẹ̀. Wàá mú kí ẹni ẹ̀ náà dání, wàá máa fi báyìí. Ìwọ dẹ̀ kọ́ ló ní. O ní PS5. Wàá máa bá wọn dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn play game. Àyẹ̀wò náà wà pé òun náà ti ní PS, wọ́n wá bọ̀dá mi. Ẹgbẹ́ mi náà ra PS5 fún ẹ, bá mi ra kinní kan. Ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o ní TV gan. TV àbí wọ́n ṣe máa ń play, wọ́n máa ń connect PS5 mọ́ ara ògiri ni. Ibi TV wà connect ẹ̀ mọ́. mo ní tv kan gbà kan tá a bá ń wo match inú ẹ̀ báyìí tán bá score a máa ń jà nínú yàrá mi ni pé àṣàbí ló score wọ́n á nírọ́ ń pé Van Persie ni tó gbogbo wọn jọra wọn nu tv yẹn ni kí n tó rówó rà mí ó tiẹ̀ fọ́n dà táì mo sọ kọ́kọ́rọ́ lẹ́nu so mo sọ fún wọn lé so nígbà tán máa pè ní ìrọ̀lẹ́ tán wá rí pé mo ti wọlé wọn á sọ pé báwo ṣe wá ráyè wọlé kí wọn kan mo ní wọn bá mi ṣílẹ̀kùn láti ní wọ́n ń gbá ta ló wà ní ilé ẹ tó bá ṣílẹ̀kùn láti ní mo ní ẹ jẹ́ calm down wọ́n ta bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé ń bí yàrá là ń sọ yàrá mo rẹ́ǹtì ẹ rò pé mo lo didi ilé ni níbo mo ti fẹ́ rí yàrá mo rẹ́ǹtì nínú dídí ilé kan sọ àwọn tó wà nílé ẹ ló bá mi ṣílẹ̀kùn màá wá gba kọ́kọ́rọ́ wọn báyìí màá lọ gé màá fà á fi ní spẹ́ẹ̀kì gbogbo tàbí ẹ̀ sílẹ̀kùn táwọn wà nílé ẹ̀ yẹn ẹ calm down o mi nílé o yàrá mo rent and that's how many people live here márùn pé everybody ló nílé don't think everybody ló nílé people rent room people rent space. máyẹ̀ kan fún abroad tàn yín o ọmọ ó ń gbóná bí o ó ń gbóná gidi maybe one day I will do a show regarding life in abroad. I will do a show so that ẹni tó fẹ́ travel mi ni ẹ má wá o but má gbé expectation tí ò make sense wá bí. Má gbé expectation tí ò make sense wá bí. Tó bá rò pé ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ ńlé ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ o tó bá débí wàá mọ tán pè ní iṣẹ́. Àlòpalò òyìnbó ń lòyàn tó bá lóyìnbó fẹ́ràn ẹ Mr. George loves him wọ́n ti lù ẹ́ o ti kákò. Òun gbọ́lidé òun gbà kankan bí shift yẹn kan sílẹ̀ wọ́n ni wọ́n máa fi sí tí ẹ ti fẹ́ tá dànù àwọn yẹn lọ́ máa ń love. Àwọn yẹn lọ́ máa ń love o nílùú òyìnbó so ó better kẹ́ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ what is going on so that wọ́n á lè fi rọrùn bá yín lò. Gbogbo we living life out here we ṣe kinní kan out here gbogbo àwọn out here gbogbo àwọn táàmù òrì tẹ máa ń sọ kiri yẹn ó ń ba ayé ẹ jẹ́ ni bùkátà burúkú ló ń gbé síra ẹ lọ́rùn tó bá mọ̀ kò tó bá ti ń rí báyìí wọ́n máa pè ẹ́ ni wọ́n máa ju nǹkan kan sí ẹ nínú ayé wípé kó máa bá àwọn nurse ìgbà wa máa gbọ́ grandma ti gbé razor mi wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe operation grandma swallow blade swallow razor kán grandma ti lu ayé wọn kán máa bá yẹn náà lọ grandma máa bá yẹn lọ mi ò lówó surgery sí wọ́n máa gbó ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn demand wá fún ẹ nígbà tó rí pé all the time ló ń ya mọ́tò pẹ̀lú Benz ló ń ju oríṣiríṣi àwọn designer and everything so ó máa better kí wọn náà ṣe kíni kó ra ṣayé ẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́ ara ń kan everybody báyìí o ara ń kan every damn person ara ń kan every damn person so that is how to deal with people with sense of entitlement. I think I've been able to balance the argument. You can't fix them. They need to fix themselves by changing their mindset, by, looking at other people, by considering their needs. Kọ́kàn má máa wo ìṣòro tiwọn nìkan or nǹkan tó fẹ́ sort out nìkan. They must consider other people. Ìwọ fún ara ẹ náà dẹ̀ rí eégún tó bá pidán níwọ̀n ló ń pidán pẹ́ o. Ọ̀rọ̀ ajayé jẹ́jẹ́. My brother here said, dropped a comment. Let me pick that up. I once dated a Nigerian girl lately. Omona Wahala, I need to japa. She always think of herself, but because of her entitlement, I just let her be. Yes, some girls want you, just one fifo lẹ́nu, but just one round you, one round. Tẹ́kàn ṣe fọ́ra yín lẹ́nu tán, ẹ̀kàn ṣe sì lie down gan. Wọ́n ti máa béèrè pé so who are we? Wọ́n ti máa sọ fún ẹ pé àbúrò àwọn kan abẹ́ ń jò, wọ́n máa ṣe surgery kan fún ní India, kìnní kan ṣe kìnní kan bó. Wọ́n ti máa gbé bùkátà wá just because of one fífọ́ lẹ́nu. And àwọn guy míì náà dẹ̀rẹ́, wọ́n fẹ́ show pé big boy level and everything like that. Wọ́n yẹn sanwó school ọmọ yẹn, lọ ń gba shop, lọ ń ṣe everything. Wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ọmọ ó tún ní another guy náà tó tún ń ṣe kíni, tó tún lo the same format fún. Ọjọ́ tó bá máa rí invitation card yẹn kó ti ṣe wedding, wàá máa ní women has come. They are not scum o. Ìwọ ni ó gọra ẹ̀. She had a big plan but no money to finance it, and she's looking for a man that will leave it, a man that will leave his own problem to carry her own on his head. I dated her for 3 months. After that, I japa because na back market for me. Oṣù mẹ́ta yẹn gan, ẹlẹ́bàá mọ tí ó bà yín. Àwọn testimony tí ó ti ń bọ́lẹ̀ gan bí. Testimony kan ni la kàtàn sí yẹn. Girls are entitled because you have a car. They don't even know how much you are spending to maintain the car. My work colleague had an accident last Friday dropping a friend home. She was tired and she was dropping her friend home. Slept on the steering in Catford and hit a 2021 Audi. My goodness, that cost £70,000. And it cost £7,000 for insurance to repair the car. The friend she was dropping only called her once since Friday. That's it. Ó ti ẹ̀ try tó pé. Ẹlòmíì ò ní pé. Kò ní pé. I can relate with this one. I've had a story like that, similar to that before. They won't even call to check you up. They won't. That's it. But irú ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn sì tún padà bọ̀. Tí ò bá wá gbé ńjọ́ míì, a ní bad friend ni. But òun ti gbàgbé nísìnyí wípé she was not there for her at a critical time or a low period of a low time for her. She wasn't there. And this is another trait of entitled people. Once they have their way, they are gone. Just yesterday, I was reading on Instagram one guy that said somebody that hasn't spoken to him in ages just called him and said he's expecting 2 million from him for his wedding. Oh, but 2 million, báwo? Ṣayé ẹ bàjẹ́ ni. We've not spoken for ages. But when you need help now, you called. They are like that. Ó ti pẹ́ tán ti báyìí sọ, ó ti pẹ́ tán ṣe kíní o, but tó bá ti nídìí kíní báyìí, wọ́n á kàn rántí ẹni. Some of them are smart. Wọ́n á kọ́kọ́ kí ẹ fún bíi 3 times kan. Báwo ni ilé gangan mẹ́rin àmúkàn ní ìgbúrò ẹ náà ni. Wọ́n á jẹ́ ó lọ. Wọ́n á tún wá ọjọ́ mi, wọ́n á tún kí ẹ. Wọ́n á jẹ́ ó lọ. Ọmọ ẹ̀kẹta tó bá máa contact ẹ báyìí, wọ́n máa jùlẹ̀ fún ẹni. Gbogbo ẹ̀ láti mọ̀, pattern ni. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti ń gbọ́ àwọn àbúrò mi ńkọ́, mo ti mọ̀ pé ẹ sọ tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ sọ. Ẹ fà àwọn àbúrò yín kankan ẹ̀ láàbúrò kankan bí. Tẹ́ bá bá wá ní kẹ́ ẹ sọ. That's the pattern. And once they get what they need, they're gone until they need you again. Tó bá dẹ̀ ṣe báyìí, problem. I wish I could read the message. Let me even find it. Let me try and find it. How will I get this message? Let me try and find it on Facebook. This what happened between one area sister and one sister. Is ridiculous. It's a typical example of what I'm discussing tonight. Let me try and find it and read it to you. Uh, hopefully I will find it. And Egbon says if you allow it from onset, it will continue. Ohun tí a bá nígbà lólówó tálíkà láti ń kọ̀. That's it. You know, that is the way it works. So, like I said, help these people. Don't just tell them no. Explain to them why you're saying no. You know, let me drop the link, and for anyone that wants to, you know, come on the show. We've really gone past our time, but that is the link. If you want to come on the come into the studio with me and, you know, maybe contribute or share your experience, please follow that link, and then I'll bring you in. Everyone says if you allow them to take you as a fool, they will take you for more than a fool. Now your photo. Yeah, my sister here says, if it's not too late, can I call in? I have an experience to share. Yeah. I've dropped the link. Just click on that link, and then you are my wallet in the middle of the night because you are working hard, and somebody will be sitting somewhere stress-free. You are stressing here with high BP. I'm an idiot. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ ti ń bínú nìyẹn o. I had a friend that came to meet me at work for assistance out of the blues. On getting to cash point, requested that I double the money I wanted to give, just like that. Yes, they take a piece, you know, because one wá ń sọ pé ìbùkún ni fún ẹni tó fi lọ̀yàn, ègbé ni fẹ́ni tó gbà. Wọ́n máa fi lọ ẹ̀. It's entirely up to you to know how, you know, you handle it. So, ìjà wá ìjà ò sí, always guiding you. Get yourself prepared. These people are around. They're everywhere. You know? I'm trying to get that post. I need to read it to you. Kẹ́ lè mọ̀ pé nǹkan ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lábẹ́ ọ̀run. A lady posted on Instagram how she offered to pay her nanny's son's university fee as a new student. So the nanny brought her son to say thank you. The next thing, they both knelt down and requested that the madam should cuckoo send the boy abroad instead of paying in Nigeria. I think I read that one as well. You know, people are mental. Lábẹ́ ọ̀run. That's why I said it's now a culture. It is now a culture. The culture of entitlement is now a culture. That you owe me attitude. You know? You can have dropped the link. Follow the link and come into the studio if you want to join. Otherwise, I should be rounding up now. Yes. Um, I think I have gotten the. Yes, I've gotten. I've gotten the the text message now. So let me read it to you. Please listen. So this is from an entitled individual. So here, hello big sis. Good morning from Nigeria. I trust that you are doing great today. Please, I really need your help. It is my husband's birthday today. My first time celebrating his birthday with him as my spouse. I wish to buy him a very good gift, but due to unforeseen reasons, I cannot. If you can, please help me bless him with a gift. You can include me in the narration as the reason he gets the gift. And then the person put the bank account of the person and says, "Thank you so much, God bless." Then the person replied, the auntie replied, "Interesting. My opinion is, if you can't afford to buy your husband, who I don't know, a gift, you pray for him and do something else that doesn't require money. Not send this out to people. This is just off. Where do you people learn this from, for goodness sake? Please do not send this kind of message to me ever again. Thanks and God bless." Then this entitled person replied, "Oh wow, I apologize. I totally agree with you. I shouldn't have sent this message. Thank you so much for your response. God bless you forever." But then, kíní ẹ já lára jẹ́ pé no, no, ìtumọ̀ gbogbo yẹn, kí ni mo ti bí, kí ló fa gbogbo nǹkan. Then she sent message another day and said, "Hello big sis, I actually blocked you, but I just unblocked you so that I can say what is on my mind. Yesterday, when you responded with that God-forsaken, disgusting response of yours, it was my church wedding day and my husband's birthday. I sent that message to 5 people that I thought could support me if they can, and I regret thinking of you as a big sis. I have grown to love and respect you, but you could have just not responded if you could not help. Or you could have expressed yourself without insulting me or making me look like that's how I always come to you for help or whatever. I'm very disappointed in you. Even if you were in a bad mood when you got the message, you still have no right to respond the way you did. Honestly, you disgust me now with that sort of response. I cannot believe that was you. I just had to respond nicely first, then answer you when I have the time. If you cannot help someone, you don't have to make them feel less of themselves, lesser than they already think they are. You did badly, and I'm still in shock. It is well, Sha." This is a typical example of what we're dealing with: the culture of entitlement. Culture of entitlement. Ṣiṣẹ́ owó sí èèyàn lọ́wọ́. Ẹnìyàn ò mọ̀ yà láyà ẹ̀ rí, kò mọ́kọ ẹ̀ rí, ò mọ ohun tó ń là kọjá. O dẹ̀ send the account number sí, ọkọ ẹ̀ ń ṣe birthday, kó bá ẹ send the gift sọ́kọ ẹ̀. Ẹni ẹ̀ dẹ̀ lóhùn ò lè ṣe, ó dẹ̀ tún di wàhálà. This is what we are talking about. This has to stop. It's a bad way to live. Ọmọ ìyá mi, ó pọ̀ yẹ́yẹ́. Eléyìí pọ̀ jù. Ó pọ̀ jù. Mr. Banks, ṣé ṣe ń pẹ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń wọlé? Kò sẹ́ni tó létí tó yín. We are just about to leave. And you are just stepping it. Ẹ máa ní láti wo show yẹn again ni o to get the full gist. But thank you very much for signing in, at least for showing support on the show tonight. My sister says the link is playing up. It worked last time. Yes, just click on the link and then follow the instruction. It should be straightforward. Right? It should be straightforward. Yeah, it should be straightforward. I'm trying it on my phone now, and it's working. You know, it's working. You know, it's working. This is what I'm doing now, and this is me on the show. So ṣiṣẹ́ but mi ò mọ why tí o ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ tí yín. Anyway, I have come to the end of the show. I hope we've all gained one thing or the other on the show tonight. Special thanks to Yeti's Kitchen.
Manchester. Chilled out Afro and English fusion bar with great food, music, and movies. Serving the best fusion of African and English delicacies be jollof rice, ewa agoyin, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, jerk chicken, suya, ayamashi, goat pepper soup, bọ́gà lóríṣiríṣi àti àwọn ọtí ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí ni, eating, takeaway or delivery gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá wọn lára mu. Oríṣiríṣi ètò ìgbádùn ni wọ́n sì ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wọn bíi movie night, live jazz music, game night, at the Lego play area for children to relax while you eat. Their opening times are Monday to Sunday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Address morning, 299 Liverpool Road, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. Telephone 0161 706 0062 tàbí 074 603 53448. Ẹ tún lè kàn sí wọn lórí email wọn ní food@yetiskitchen.com. For more information, visit their website www.yetiskitchen.com. Yeti's Kitchen, the best Afro-British restaurant in Manchester.
Yes, so thank you very much. Do I have someone on the show? Joe? Hello, Joe.
Hello.
Yeah?
Hello.
Hello, Joe. Are you there? Hello? Hello? Hello, I can't hear you. Hello, Joe. Ó dà pé Joe gbọ́ wa o. Hello? Ó dà pé Joe gbọ́ wa. All right. In the absence of anyone else coming on the show, a máa fi eléyìí ṣe lọ. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. And I hope you gain one thing or the other from the show tonight. If there's anything you have to take away from this show tonight, is that nobody owes you anything. You must understand the difference between privilege and a right. Show me love and show me love and show me love and show me love. Thank you very much for showing love. Papa, I can see. I can see. When she da love your bullet. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining me. Until next week, when we meet again for another interesting edition of Jagbanjatis Show. Mi ò ní fi yín ṣàwátì o. Ìbàjẹ́ ayé ò ní kàn yín. Ẹ ní dòkú o. Ibi ò ní wọlé tọ̀ yín. A ní dolódì ara wa. Ayọ̀ àti àlàáfíà látùn fi pàdé. Thank you very much. I love you all. Ó dàárọ̀.
Aṣọpẹ́ ó ṣeun láyé, aṣọpẹ́ ó ṣeun láyé, àwọn aṣọpẹ́ bàbá ó ṣeun bàbá, àwọn aṣọpẹ́ bàbá ó ṣeun bàbá, mẹ́ta lọ́kàn bàbá ó ṣeun bàbá. Aṣọpẹ́ 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 ó lọ ṣeun bàbá. Àwọn ìṣọ̀gbọ́n bàbá ò ṣe bọ̀ bàbá. Títí lè yíyọ lọ́lúwa kan wá náà. Títí lè yíyọ lọ́lúwa kan wá náà. Ó ṣe ó bàbá. Ó ṣe ó bàbá. Ó ṣe ó ọmọ. Ó ṣe ẹ̀mí. Mẹ́ta náà tún máa ṣe ó ṣe ó bàbá. Ẹ̀bí ní sẹ́ẹ̀rí ìtumọ̀ èyí tí í ṣe. Títí lẹ́yìn Olúwa ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ní. Ẹ̀mí ní sẹ́ẹ̀rí ìtumọ̀ èyí tí í ṣe. Títí lẹ́yìn Olúwa ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ní.